Can AI actually validate your business idea?
Let's find out. All right, let's take a look. We're gonna use Claude here, and we're gonna make sure this is a weird business. It's too easy just to make a normal, boring business, so let's do a weird one. All right, everyday frustrations people would actually pay to solve. Let's go. It's thinking. Parenting friction. This is, this applies to me. I got 2 young boys. this absolutely could work. Okay, so parenting friction. Let's do finding trustworthy childcare on short notice, but I also want a weird, so let's say with clowns, even though they scare me. Let's do it. Okay, finding trustworthy childcare on short notice with clowns. Ha! Claude always has a little sense of humor here. Background checked, sure, that's good. We want our clowns to have a good background. Honks and horn, has a painted face. Okay, you know what? Let's just double down here and say, I want it even weirder. Clown Care Pro. We're not in the childcare business. We're in the trust business. With face paint. That's pretty good. Honk verification, a patent trust signal. 1 honk, you're here. 2 honks, everything's fine. 3 honk, call 911. Okay, I feel like that escalated a little. I like this honk verification. All right, I already see the money flowing in. This would be a fun one to pitch too. We're definitely starting the pitch with a couple of honks. And then if they want to invest, that's 4 honks actually. So now we got the executive summary. Let's plug that into LivePlan. And this is the new Idea Canvas feature. Great way to brainstorm. Again, you can get really weird and we'll make it sound really good. But we'll also fact check you. There might not be enough clown supply in Oregon. I don't know. Let's see what we come up with though. So we have the description of the company, problem we're solving. The problem we're solving is child care needs, but with a fun theme, clowns. Target market, we're gonna say, is 4 too young for a clown? I don't know, we might be creating some lifelong fears here in these kids, but that's okay. 4 to 12 years. Our solution, we're just gonna put clowns, see what happens. We're gonna submit all of these right here, and then we're gonna see what the Idea Canvas comes back with. Hey, look at this, we got moderate evidence, childcare needs, but with a fun theme. 2025, the kids recreational service market was valued at USD 1,463 billion. Okay, that is some good info to have. Parents actively seek out and hire professional clowns and magicians to keep children busy and happy during events. Looks like there is a little bit of a demand for this. This is cool. For whatever reason, it's bringing up our main competitors, which I'm not sure if you know this, is the magicians. They're grouping magicians and clowns together, which I don't, totally 2 separate skill sets there. Humor is a great distraction for kids. Looks like humor is a great distraction for kids. Looks like LivePlan's agreeing with me on this one. It's got strong evidence, less stress, immediately following a visit from a clown. That's what we're looking for. That is a happy customer right there. Our advantages. Again, we're doubling down. It's the clowns. Marketing activities. What's some creative ways we could potentially market this? Don't love the idea of just a clown on a sidewalk just saying, hey, let me take care of your kids. So maybe we do a little bit of online advertising. Again, I'm not being a clown daycare expert. I wouldn't know what the sales channel would be. What can we do? Let's get some help and suggestions here. Okay, parents book entertainment through a mobile app for immediate service. Okay, let's see what that works. Birthday parties, I think that would work very well. Social media ads, target parents searching for last minute chat. Yep, that would work. Clown rewards, a referral program. Let's do that. Sweet. All the research findings, you can actually click into them and get the actual route of where they're gathering this information, so that's kind of cool. But once we have enough of these sections filled out, we can check our idea. So we're gonna check our idea, and again, this is just gonna go through kind of the main points I put down for the sales channel, marketing activities, the problem we're solving, competition, our advantages, just a reminder. It's the clowns, and okay, look at that. We have some confidence, but top concerns, this is always a fun one. Public perception gaps. Research shows many parents find clowns frightening. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Are outdated rather than helpful. Outdated, okay. This negative stigma can make it very difficult to acquire customers for a service that requires high levels of trust. Okay, that is noted. All right, recommendations. To help honk verification move from a novelty concept to a trusted childcare service. So it's kind of telling us that maybe the clown theme isn't necessarily a good idea, but I don't know, I'm gonna keep doubling down here. Pivot from clown daycare to entertainment-led care. Okay, so it's telling us to maybe expand our narrow idea of just clowns. We might have to hire some magicians. I hate to say that, but we might have to do that. And then let's see the proposed changes here. State licensed mobile childcare facility that meets all safety. Yeah, let's make that change. That's a good idea. Let's move to sources of revenue. Again, not an expert on clown daycare. Don't think anyone is, but let's see what kind of suggestions we get. Parents pay a flat fee for each hour of entertainment, so we'll go hourly. Let's see if that's a good idea. Let's do customers pay for premium add-ons like balloon animals and face painting. I like that. Yeah, maybe let's try this as a subscription. So we recheck the idea. It's got moderate confidence now, so that's good. Again, it's kind of shifting me into maybe one could argue a more realistic idea. I do think the common trope of kids being scared of clowns, that might be a pretty significant barrier to entry here for this business. So I think what it's doing is it's giving me some good feedback on kind of the market. So like age range, you know, I kind of thought high schoolers would potentially be a good user. Sounds like not. And then I did get some good ideas in terms of marketing and sales revenue. So balloon animals, face paint, these are things I didn't really think about before. Again, it's kind of a crazy idea, a clown daycare. It's kind of, I would say, bringing me a little bit back to reality. I do think if I were to just use the business plan right out of Claude and pitch that to a room of investors, probably be run out of that room pretty quickly. What I got from Idea Canvas here definitely seems a lot more realistic, and I feel a lot more confident trying to pitch this idea. It's a great way to just get a second opinion, maybe take another perspective at your business so that you can feel more confident or realize that actually wasn't a good idea, or I didn't think this was a good idea, but now I kind of do. If you want to try this out with your own idea, good idea, bad idea, just take a look at the description below.